quick greetings. Recording on my laptop without Zoom, so I figure I'd see how this worked and see how my sound is doing. Hopefully good. This might be a short video before I get into reading the article that I want to read. So, but you know, our constant conversation is on sovereignty, and I went to get my little blackboard here, and I had somewhere in the past written all this down, and I thought it's good enough to keep. You know, I was gonna use it to write something on here, but this was already on there, so I figure maybe I could do a short video just to give a breakdown of the Continental Constitution of 1787. It deals with these bullet points, whereas the United States created Constitution, which would be the 1789 and the 1790, they deal with corporate entities. Now, the first one deals with men and women of the land. So let's see if we could bring this a little closer. Hopefully get it to, alrighty there. So on your top left, we have men and women created a constitution that deals with land, soil. So men and women are of the land and of the soil. So the first constitution was called the Continental Constitution. We could see right here, Continental Constitution. So in this version of the Constitution, the very first one, the one that I think was meant to be discarded right after it was made. You know, I think there was the plan. I'm starting to see that was the plan the whole time. Give us something that was legitimate, but have a way soon after to totally scrap it. You know, I really am starting to wonder if that was the whole plan the whole time, you know? Okay, so that's the 1787 Continental Constitution. With this Constitution, Indians make their own laws because they're sovereign. They are not under the corporate system. They're not under even the original system. We weren't even under that one, you see? We're self-governed. And this is what I wrote just now. We are landlords because of that, the birthright, being the people that were found here by the European. That would make us landlords, right? But today, it seems like our Indians don't know anything about any of that. And so we have Indians working with the corporate versions of the Constitution. I admit, I didn't know the difference, but now I know that the first Constitution only had 4 amendments. That's what we learned in the last video. And 10 articles, I think. 10 articles and 4 amendments. So there was no 14th Amendment to make people debt slaves. The 14th Amendment makes, first it makes you a United States citizen. When you were a state citizen, that was part of the United States. There's a difference. And then the next thing that 14th Amendment did was make you where you are subject to the debts of the federal United States. You can't be sovereign if you owe someone a debt and then the national debt is sky high. There's no way. They're going to look at it that, no, you owe us, so until you pay us, the contract that they swindle us into has us owing them, okay? And that's what you get with this. First of all, you have 14th Amendment in these two, because that's two different constitutions, a municipal and a territorial. So that's a corporate entity that likes to make everything into corporate entities so that you fall under its jurisdiction. Now, it has pirated you out of this jurisdiction and made you a corporate entity so that you can be in their jurisdiction. Here you had sovereignty, you were landlords. Here you owe a debt, and you can't be landlords. They're going to take your land, they're going to take everything you have, you're going to register what you have, and that once it's registered or given a certificate, it's as good as theirs, okay? So that's territorial and municipal constitutions. That's a corporate entity that created it. It creates your laws because now you're basically in a series of contracts. You've been contracted outside of your birthright and your, your statehood. For immigrants, they would have been beholden to the states. That is what the colonizer created, states. That's why we're not supposed to be part of the states either. We're supposed to go by our territorial lines. And they were, I believe the foreigners was the ones that were supposed to have like reservations in our territories. But once they created this corporate constitution that was territorial and municipal, not land, soil, not continental. So this is fictional, this is land-based, this is contract-based, paper-based. It's a corporate entity, it makes your laws, it's got connections to the United Nations, and then United Nations goes ahead and creates UNDRIP, and then some corporate Indians, $5 Indians, create ADRIP. So copper colors were not part of any of these, but they're hoping that we will, if we do want to be Indians again, they're hoping that we get in ADRIP and UNDRIP, because again, those are laws that someone is making for you, not you making your own. So if you don't make it, they own it. It's corporate created, not men and women created. So I just wanted to give a little breakdown of why we want the Continental Constitution, and we can stand on it. Because we have proof that we were pulled out of it. Pulled out of it. I think it was I'm always going to mention Dane Calloway, because I totally agree with his ideas of creating our own government, and my research has shown me that we have the footing to do that. That's why, that's why I'm in agreement that we can make our own government. We don't have to elect crazy people of color. We can choose people that are responsible and, dedicated to the cause of the American copper-colored Indian. So we have plenty, Black Wall Street proved we're capable, so there's no reason to believe that we can't pull this off. I think we have to understand our footing, and once we understand our footing, we'll know that the government is not going to harm you. They don't have a grounds, because it's in the Constitution. It's in the original Constitution that we are Indians not taxed, which is a status, as we learn. It's not a tax exemption. So I figure I'd just do this quick video, and then the next video I hope to do, this will be a short one, right? The next one, we're going to read another great article from Peter DeErico, and that's going to come up right after this. So I hope you maybe got an idea of why Indians want to be sovereign again. Not this bullshit where they make you, Congress has plenary authority over Indians. Only on this, under this construct, does Congress have that authority. Here, Congress, that was never part of their 19 enumerated functions, to be plenary authority over Indians, or to create a school system where they promote more lies and then don't even educate your kids. This is what Congress is doing, right? Doing a horrible job, and then we owe them. That's where the national debt is coming. We owe them, right? But who's really behind them? Well, there's a clue here and here. Okay? So that's what we're going to do, make it a short 10-minute video, a little, And this is the gist of Indian sovereignty, why we want to go back to Indians and free persons. Here there was no black and white. Here there's a black and white, because that's why you got the Negro codes. That's why you got the civil rights for African Americans. Once you get here, that's what you get all that bullshit from. Here there was no such thing. No such thing. There were Indians and immigrants that were turned into free persons once they fought that Revolutionary War. Okay? That was it. There was no racism here. There's landowners and immigrants. That's what that was about. And we were supposed to be the ones that had the dominant position on the land. We would be calling the shots. So if we settle for this, we'll never call shots on this landmass. It will always be your colonizer's call. You'll just have to sit there on your reservation and better not leave it, because that's the extent of your sovereignty. In this, the whole land was sovereign, that any Indian was on, that was sovereign, anywhere he went on this America, okay? Okay? So this is why we don't, and this is some bullshit. This is all some bullshit, okay? All some bullshit. We don't want that. We don't want that. No. My pen not working anymore. It was just working. So that's our little message for today, and I'll close this video. It's almost 15 minutes. Thank you for watching. I wish you peace, health, wealth, your land back, your identity back, your birthright back, and all the good things. This is for what we did for today, and I'm going to erase that, and then maybe, I don't know if I have something else to write, but thank you for watching. We should be broadcasting in the next 10 to 15 minutes again, so thank you again. Be highly favored. Till next time.